I'm super excited. I am officially in the process of fulfilling my first Kickstarter orders. If you saw my video last week, you may already know that I received my first delivery of rewards here in Canada, and a couple days ago I started fulfilling all my international and Canadian orders. So I'm still working on that, and I'm figuring out my process as I go, but I've definitely already noticed that it helps to save time to batch the different tasks. So the first thing I did was just fold all the boxes, and then yesterday I did a first test run just with a few orders to see, what everything looks like from start to finish, putting the orders in the system, getting the labels printed, and also finding the most affordable rates and everything. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but it's definitely a learning curve, and it's also really exciting. And so what I'm doing now is basically in the next couple of days I want to finish packing all the boxes, and so I'm just going through my list of international and Canadian orders, and then just putting the rewards in the packages and weighing them. And then in the next step, probably sometime later on the weekend or maybe early next week, I'm gonna print out all the labels and then take them to the post office all in one batch. And that's really exciting. So I wanted to share this process with you, and you get to watch just a little bit of it. So got all my boxes stacked here, and I'll need two of these and one of these. Some padding. And I always add one of these as well. And some more padding. And done. So now I'm going to weigh all of these, and what I always do is I write the name of the person and the country as well on the box, and then the weight of the package, so that will make it a lot easier for me once I get to the next step. I know who it belongs to, and I already have the weight of the package, and when I put it into the system to print the label, then I don't have to do any of that anymore, and it just makes it a lot faster. So this package goes to an address in Canada, and it weighs exactly 383 grams. I'm just going to put that here. This one is for a dear friend of mine who lives in British Columbia, and she's getting a journal and a deck of the Oracle of the Magical Fairy Forest. This one is exactly 1,100 grams. This is me sitting in front of my international pile. I have packed about 13 boxes so far this morning. It always takes a lot longer when you're filming, but I really wanted to document some of this and share some of this with you. And it's going to be a fun memory as well. Now I'm going to have to go and make some lunch because I have a call scheduled with my friend Heath, who I'm co-creating the Deck Creators Launchpad with. And I'm going to share more about the Deck Creators Launchpad soon, but if you are dreaming about making your own card deck, or you've already created your own card deck and you want to take your journey to the next level, then this is an amazing community and mastermind that we've created with a lot of awesome creatives. And very inspiring, beautiful space. And we're currently working on the new sales page and our new offers, and hoping to relaunch soon. And if you're interested in that, then I'm going to leave the link for you down below where you can join the wait list, so you'll get notified when we relaunch. And I'm excited, and I'll definitely share more soon once I have more updates on that. Now I definitely gotta go eat some lunch, and then I'll hopefully finish packing most of the remaining orders later this afternoon. I think I can do it. Almost there. I've been chipping away at the packages for the last few days, and now I just finished up labeling the remaining international packages. Now I have some of the Canadian ones left, which I'll get ready for tomorrow. Today I'm going to drop off the international ones, the last international ones at the post office. Yeah, this whole thing has definitely been a lot more time consuming than I expected, but I'm having fun. I'm learning a lot. I made a few mistakes, but I think I caught them. Just dropped off the last remaining packages at Canada Post and actually managed to label all the remaining ones, including the ones for the backers in Canada, and I'm really excited. It feels good to have all of that done. There's one more package that goes to Sweden that I can't send yet, but yeah, there's one more thing that I'm waiting for that I will get next week when we're back home. And yeah, then the decks that are on the way to my warehouse in the US are still on the way, and hopefully they will arrive soon. Shouldn't take much longer, so I'm really excited. Now I gotta go home. I have a call with a client in about 45 minutes. Back home, just taking a quick break before my client call. That's happening in about 40 minutes or so. And I forgot to mention in the car that, oh my God, this was the most hilarious experience I just had at the post office. So we're house sitting, pet sitting in a pretty small town. And yeah, if you're in Canada, then you've probably heard about the recent Canada Post strike and everything that's going on here and all the discussions. And yeah, don't want to go too much into that, but yeah, so apparently I was their first customer in 3 weeks, and the guy there is an older gentleman, close to retirement age, I would say, with oxygen in his nose, and he was really excited, and he asked about the project and why I was shipping so many packages and what I was sending out into the world. So I told him a little bit about the Kickstarter. And a lot of older people don't really know what Kickstarter is, so I just kind of tried to explain it as best as I could. And but yeah, then I just told him that I'd created a card deck and a book, and yeah, he just got really excited. I love these kinds of magical encounters. It feels like kind of the universe is celebrating with me and just kind of sending me a messenger. Okay, now I'm going to take a quick break. Just going to sit in front of the fireplace here for a bit, and I'll get ready for tonight's client call. It's Saturday morning. We are currently cleaning and packing and getting ready to leave our current house sit where we've been for the last 10 days. And I got some really exciting news this morning. So my big delivery of 400 decks that I was still waiting for, and that's going to my warehouse in the US, has finally cleared customs, and it's now on its way. It was picked up by UPS yesterday, and it should be delivered just a few days from now. This has been a big week. I managed to pack all the orders that I was going to ship from here, and took the last batch of boxes to the post office this past Thursday, so a couple days ago, and they're all on their way, and some have already arrived, and I've been getting some really great reviews already from people who've already received them, and that's really exciting. Maybe I'll link some of those down below. But yeah, now I gotta get moving. I gotta pack up all my stuff and then clean the house, vacuum all the floors. There's a lot to do here. It's a big house. And maybe Adam wants to join me. Oh, here he is. Hello again. It's been a while since I last recorded. I feel like it's been a few weeks, and so much has changed since then. First of all, I finished fulfilling all the Kickstarter orders, including all the ones from my backers in the US. And I've also been working on setting up an office space here. So some of you may know the story and some of you may not, but my partner and I have been traveling a lot. We've been doing a lot of pet sitting, but part-time. We also live at his mom's place, and one of my challenges here has been, ever since I moved here last year, about a year and a half ago, that I haven't really had my own space. And so my partner's mom had this idea to turn this little hallway space into an office space, and initially I felt like it was too small, but then I warmed up to the idea and we're making it work. So I'm actually really loving it, and it's starting to look really beautiful, and it feels really nice to have this opportunity to create a space that's my own, even if it's just a tiny little corner here. And it just gives me that feeling of home, I guess, a little bit more, and just it really helps to ground. And I feel like that's one thing I really need right now. And anyway, there's so much more I could share, but what I'm really excited about is I just finished setting up my Shopify store, and I just moved over the domain magicalthings.ca to my Shopify store, and it's all working, and I'm really excited. I had a few little technical issues initially, but I figured it out and it's all working. A couple of weeks ago, I pointed it to my Etsy store, which I also started setting up first, and I still have it as well, and I'm just gonna continue experimenting a little bit and seeing what feels best, and probably just keep both of these going. But Etsy was a little bit frustrating, and when I started working on the Shopify store, immediately I felt like everything was flowing a lot better and more easily, more smoothly. And again, it's an opportunity, of course, to just have a little bit more creative freedom, I guess, to really set up something that's mine and have more freedom with the design. And yeah, so I'm really excited, and we have our first products up. So some of these will be Oracle card decks, and you'll find the Oracle of the Magical Fairy Forest on there, and also the journal, the deck and journal bundle, and then one of my other card decks, the Magical Heart Healing cards, and there will be more coming. And then we have some other things like the Magical Forest blanket, and more are in the works, and some t-shirts, and we'll be adding more as we go. And so I'm collaborating with Anna Babich, who also helped me design my card deck, and she's a really gifted illustrator and graphic designer, and so we're continuing to work together to create more of these beautiful products. And yeah, I'm just really excited. And also, yeah, I feel I'm just, as I go step by step, I'm just getting more guidance and clarity about what comes next. And I feel something that's definitely really moving or wanting to move. I feel my energy really wants to move more towards, creating something physical and also interacting with people physically, even though magicalthings.ca is an online store, but I also really feel inspired to explore connecting with people and businesses more locally, and maybe going to markets and fairs starting next year. What I'm definitely already seeing is that I need more inventory. I don't really have that much left here. I mean, for online sales for a little bit, it would probably be enough. I do need to get more journals ordered. I have about 4 left right now. Yeah, but I feel like I'm going to need more decks too, and then we're working on creating other things. Yeah, more greeting cards and probably some notebooks and yeah, more blankets and so many things. I have a lot of inspiration and yeah, really excited. So I feel like this video is already going to be pretty long, so I'm going to end this here. But if you are, oh yeah, I should mention this, of course. So to celebrate the launch of our store, I currently have a launch celebration sale going on, so you'll get 10% off every single product in the store. And you don't need a coupon. You can just add whatever you want to your cart, and then it'll be, the 10% will be taken off at the end. And also, if you backed my Kickstarter and you've received your package and you have a coupon code in there, I believe you'll probably be able to use both of these. You can use the coupon on top of the 10%. So give it a try. Let me know how it goes. And thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm really excited and grateful, and I can't wait to keep sharing. Sending you so much love, and I'll be back with more soon.